Welcome to the vlog, another exciting, another vlog where I go to Marsworth. Marsworth was mentioned in the Doomsday Book. There's quite a few places around this area mentioned in the Doomsday Book. Tring, I think Berkhamsted, and I'm sure, but there's some. It's situated in between the Wendover Arm and the Aylesbury Arm, and there's got some lovely sort of reservoir, lakey type stuff which is used to feed the Grand Union. Like Marsworth, I need to come here again for a little bit longer because I'm on my way to Northampton to visit family up there, and it's cold. The cold weather's setting in. Anyway, Marsworth, run the VT.
We used to hang around town pretty late. I spent the week thinking about our next day.
There we go, mate.
Try not to pick up any leaves,
Well, like that time I picked you up outside of school. You said, screw my dad, I make my own rules. It was easier then, so much easier then. Take me back to those easy.
Two things. One, I've lost my hat. It's somewhere on the towpath. I think I know where it is. I dropped it this morning when I was doing my morning recce. And two, I was mindful of him creeping up behind me on his little paddle boardy type thing, even though I was going at, their speed. Anyway, yeah, I'll let him pass. So I'm on a mission to move to Marsworth and to find my hat where I think it might be, and if not, Father Christmas might be able to get me another one. Bit annoyed. Anyway, lovely autumn morning, although I would suggest it's winter, but the trees are now a lovely colour. And the sun's out. It's a great day for cruising and a great day for walking your dog. Hello mate, how are you? Hey? Oh, do you know what, he passed me? Passed me like an arrow, he did. Shot past me.
If they tried, now we didn't care at all. By winter or spring or fall, we felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things.
Now in my sticky hand there is my grey woolly hat. I dropped it taking this photo. It's a lovely photo. Someone placed my hat on a post just past the bridge. Very kind, very kind, very kind.
We felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things. We just had one of those things. Yeah, we had one of those things.
There's 5 locks. So my plan is, I'm in the top one. That's full up. I'll fill this one up, open the gate, come through that one, into here, and then as this is So I've done 4 locks, 1 more to do, and over there I'm hoping is still a spot for me to park up in. It's been quite good, actually. Tuesday's a quiet day for moving, hence the reason I've been able to prep the lock in front, and there's 100 metres difference between each one. But there we go. It's been quite good, and I've only done it in, well, it's 13 bells. What time did I start? 10:30. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 2.5 hours, and I've done from Tring railway bridge to Marsworth. I reckon it'll be 13:30 by the time I park up, or attempt to park up anyway. So there we go, I've enjoyed it today, on my own pace, bit of running, lovely scenery, lovely day, and there's Halton Hills over the back there. Just a run around there. Not very often, mind, it's quite hard. I reckon we can nearly open this gate, and then I'll pull the boat through and move on to the next pound. Lock 41. Oh, not yet. This one chops us off. Now I've got it filmed. Come on, talk. Here's some. Oh, missed. You gonna talk? No. Brilliant, got you. I'm outside on the coldest day I've had on the boat. It is minus, well, it was -4, -5 last night. The edges of this Marsworth lake are frozen, and the geese, well, I don't know if they get cold or not, to be honest. They've been floating around on the lake for a while. They must be cold, but they honk. And I'm out here this morning because I know they take off in the mornings, and I kind of want to get a few takeoffs. And there was some swans, and they've obviously taken off because I missed them, which is a shame. So birds generally in the morning do some taking off skills, and I want to get that on film. But it's proper cold. Now today I've got on my yellow jacket, I think you noticed that, and it's warm. My earlier thoughts of being on the back of the boat are dispersed because this is a nice warm jacket, but I have a buffalo underneath, so buffalo and this yellow jacket, warm as toast, hands freezing. Put some gloves on, I hear you say, but then I can't operate the camera buttons, so hands in pockets, and then change over hands with camera and put other hand in pocket. So I'm waiting for these things to take off, and no doubt because I've got my camera they won't, and I will capitulate through the cold, and then as soon as I get back on the boat you'll be hearing honk 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 as they all fly across. Anyway, let's wait and see, eh? Lovely sunrise.
And there's the moon. The solar panels catching the last part of the sun. What surprised me is the boat in the sun is still warm to touch regardless of the temperature. Having a dark colour is quite good for insulation. So here we had sunrise this morning clearly, and now we're on our last throes of sun in the sky. We'll watch it go down and then night time starts again. I was talking to a lady early on in a boat not too far away from here, and how are you going? Yeah, this, that and the other. Anyway, we've got around to talking about mooring, and this is a great little mooring spot. And this lady is a single parent, and she's got a 6-month license from CRT because she didn't move the whole amount of yardage, mileage, kilometerage CRT dictate. So what is the ultimate number? I've heard, I'm going to do some research, 20, 21 and 25. So what is it? Can you let me know what the ultimate guide is? Or is it called, I've said a guide, is it a guide, or is it you are to move a minimum of so many miles? And if it's not worded like that, and if it's worded along the lines of a continuous cruiser is to cruise about 20 miles, well, what's about? And this lady has clearly young child of school age, and lives on a boat and has to do the commute and all that sort of stuff. I get it, it's really difficult for families like that. Is there compassion, or is it strict guidelines to the rules? I don't know. But here's a story. I remember when I worked not too far away from here, when I was teaching management and leadership. And I used to be a stickler for the rules, and if someone turned up late for this said course, I used to send them home. If you can't turn up for your promotion course on time, then you can't manage your time properly. Go home and start again some other time. The jungle drums beat. Not many people were late after that. Anyway, this one occasion, some fella turned up late, and I always used to ask the excuse, and he said, oh, my car broke down. I said, okay, yeah, fair enough. Now, as it happened, my car had broken down some weeks earlier, and I know that the AA, RAC, green flag, whichever breakdown service you use, give you a slip of paper to say you're broken down and all that sort of stuff. So I said, give me a slip of paper. He said, oh, I left it behind. I said, okay, fair enough. Get it for the weekend, because it'd be dated and timed and all that sort of stuff. And his behaviour changed a little bit. So I said, unless you want to change your story, of course. Because being late is one thing, lying and lack of integrity is another. So, he said to me, can I change my story? I said, okay. Give me it then. And he said, I have had to arrange childcare for my 3 children because I'm a single parent. Well, little did he know, so was I. So I gave him a little bit of slack straight away. I thought, good one, fella. And he said, I've had to arrange schooling. And then when I dropped my kids off at my parents', 2 of them didn't want me to go anywhere, and they were crying and they were upset, and I was welling up. And I thought to myself, oh, I don't want to appear weak at this stage. Get a grip. And he said, you know, my kids didn't want me to leave, and one of them was fighting and arguing with me because they didn't want to go to school, a new school, and they've left their friends behind, and all these real life dramas that he had to contend with as a single dad. And he had to attend this course, and he was worried because he didn't want to be late because the jungle drums are beaten, and he knew he would be sent home. I felt for him, I did. And I said to him, mate, you have shown more resourcefulness to get on this course than most people will do whilst they're on the course. If you need time, or if you need anything, just let me know and I'll sort it out for you. But next time, don't lie. Do we understand? Well, thank you very much, Sergeant. I said, that's okay. Nothing's going to happen. Crack on, do the best you can, and I can't say don't worry about the kids, but clearly concentrate on the course because you need to pass it. I think there's rules and there's rules, but there are times that rules can be broken. There's grey areas in everything, and he had very good mitigating circumstances. I wonder if the same happens with CRT, I don't know, but listening to this lady's story, I thought between 3 and 5k out of the however long you have to deliver, you know, in your continuous cruise thing. I think it's important that we know and understand, and everybody knows what the rules are, and I don't know what the rules are. So if you could let me know what distance you have to travel, then that would be great. Hello. There we go. I liked Marsworth. I thought it was a nice place. Great for wildlife, great for bird watching. All those water type birds, the ducks, and I'm sure that duck was having a laugh with me. Whack, 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 whack. It's like the penguin from Batman, having a right old laugh at me until I eventually got it. Gift. And the start of the cold weather is creeping in, I've noticed. Proper cold at times, only because that lake reservoir probably down about 6 meters, and for a small reservoir that's quite a lot of water missing. We've had a pretty dry year, to be honest. Not too far away from Tring, Tesco at Tring, and about 6 or 7 miles away from Aylesbury if you want to cycle or catch the train or car if you've got one. Until next week, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It kind of helps me out, and if you have, thank you very much. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing for those that have, and if you haven't, give it a go. But for now, ciao Papa.